the frequency 832 Hertz, which is the frequency assigned to the Agnya Chakra. So throughout today, it's going to be based on 832 Hertz. I'm going to play a piece of flute for you as we settle in. We're going to talk about the Agnya Chakra a little deeper. The next part is we will explore specific voice activation to work with the Agnya Chakra. The next part is going to be breath work, specific breath work to work with the Agnya Chakra. Post that, we are going to go into a deep meditation to work with the Agnya Chakra. So welcome. We move on to a short little piece on the flute, all based on 832 Hertz. You don't need to watch the screen. If you choose to, put on your headphones and just allow the frequency to wash through This is 832 Hertz, a frequency that works with our Agnya Chakra. Let's just allow the vibrations of the sounds that are produced with the flute to just sink in deep into us. You may close your eyes if you so like and visualize all the vibrations sinking into you as you focus your awareness on the area of the third eye. Welcome. We are midway in our journey today, traveling through not far but deep within ourselves, discovering one of the faculties that we are gifted with, the Agnya Chakra. So today's topic, the Agnya Chakra, to talk about it a bit before we get into specific breath work, voice activation that I'm going to show you that we can use to work in activating the Agnya Chakra. I'm going to talk a bit about the Agnya Chakra. The location of this chakra is right between our eyebrows, deep inside our cerebral space, the skull. In the middle of it, it's a pea-sized point. The gland associated with the Agnya Chakra is, of course, the pineal gland, which is the size of a pea, right? It is also called the antenna to the spirit realm. This gland that releases within us DMT, D-methyltryptamine. We know what DMT does when we take it externally, right? It helps us see visions not of this world, access information not in words, not in visuals from our memory. It is a different set of an experience. If we start to look for words that we use in the three-dimensional space, in a physical space, or visuals from a memory of the physical dimension, then we are missing the point. The information from the spirit gland, the pineal gland, comes through to us not in words. We probably try and convert them to words, our mind, but it doesn't come to us through words or through visuals as we know we experience from these two eyes. So, Agnya literally means to perceive or to command. This is where our intention becomes direction, where vision becomes reality. The element associated with it is light. Its color is deep blue. It governs our sight, not just the outer eyes, but the inner vision, insight, intuition, and foresight. So you must have heard of the senses beyond the physical senses. Our physical senses, of course, that help us navigate in the physical space, touch, smell, etc. But we have a series of senses which help us navigate beyond the illusion of the physical. These senses, we have bouquet of senses that we have termed as clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience. You probably have heard of these terms, of course. Clairvoyance is the ability to see visions not from the eyes. Clairaudience is the ability to hear not from our ears. Clairsentience is the ability to sense a precog or a knowing not from touch, right? So all these bouquet of senses are assigned to the third eye. So it is like a two-edged sword. Any chakra of ours, if it is in balance, then it gives us insight into the truth, into a knowing, into being a visionary, knowing what is to come or what is hidden. In balance, it helps you navigate this physical life in grace, with full grace, because when you see through the illusion and you have an inner knowing, every step you take is going to be filled with grace. So when this very energy center is blocked or is recessive, then what happens is not knowing, anxiety, fear of the future, fear of the unknown, right? Most often when we are trying to meditate and we just are fearful to go into this shunya space or nothingness, which is so unfamiliar to us, we just try and come back into the physical because we are afraid of the unknown. Most often we are unable to trust what the universe is gifting us or what is in front of us, or viewing our situation as a gift, because we are clouded, right? That is also an indication of a blocked chakra. When we overfeed it, it also becomes a problem. We escape into fantasy, a paranoia. So any of our energy center, it is so important for us to feed it just right, bring it into alignment with the rest of our being, so we do not miss out. For example, if we focus too much on our lower chakras, our root chakra or our swadhisthana, our worldly needs, our power and other chakras, and ignore the higher ones, then we are just like animals, not knowing what is the purpose and meaning to our life and our experiences, and we are just caught up in the drama of life, traumatized by it, complaining about it. If we forget feeding our lower chakras and just focus on the higher, then we become deluded and we lose connection with the physical. So it is important to keep a balance. If you take the pineal gland is a gland that is said in the current ecosystem or civilization is a really dented part of our anatomy. It is said if you take a person who is, let's say, 10 to 12 years old, and if you dissect and look at the gland, it is calcified and hardened, no more capable of functioning in its fullest capacity. To experience visions, then we will have to do happy to blast it open, or we will have to take an external dose of DMT to stimulate the DMT. Right? That is because of our environmental conditions, pollutants in the atmosphere, pesticides in our food, fluoride in our water, sugars, consumption of excessive sugars, of no silence in our life, no meditation, excessive, consumption of the physical. Now, all of these factors, emphasis on doing rather than being, all of this, the grievances of the current civilization completely has dented our ability to know beyond what we see, and we are clouded, a judgment clouded, and we have been losing ourselves in the matrix, right? So this gland for our current civilization needs to be worked on and awakened. And to awaken it is to purify ourselves from all these external toxins, for one, and like drinking non-fluorinated water, cutting on our sugars, seeing daylight, because it is so important for the gland to see daylight so it can experience night. And in the night, it is so important for us to be away from blue light, because blue light will confuse the gland, doesn't allow it to release melatonin. That is the gateway to go to a deep sleep state when DMT is released. Anyway, so this gland, one of my or the sixth sense, is one of my favorite topics. This is something that I've been exploring for over more than a decade. So this can go on, I can go on speaking about it the whole day and it won't be enough. So we will stop here and move on to the next one. I'll give you a link to an online program that I have which goes quite deep into working with our sixth sense or a pineal gland or the Agnya Chakra. It's going to be in the description for you to check it out. So let's move on to the next part of the morning, which is going to be working with our vibrations and breath to activate our Agnya Chakra. Post that, we go into a deep meditation. You don't need to watch the screen. You can put on your headphones. Let's move on to sound activation. Okay. So today, the frequency that we have chosen, or the frequency to activate the Agnya Chakra, is 832 Hertz. The sounds that you hear right here So let's begin with a chant for the day to activate the Agnya Chakra. What I would like you to do is put on your headphones, sit in a calm, quiet space. I'm going to play these frequencies in the background. What we are going to do is hum and chant the Bij mantras together. So, as we hum these Bij mantras for the Agnya Chakra, what we can do is close our eyes and imagine the vibrations starting from the base of our stomach and going up along our spine all the way and collecting in our skull, directed at the Agnya Chakra. Our intention, our vibrations created within us, all this is going to shake up the Agnya Chakra, the pineal gland, allowing for oxygenation through a blood supply into that region, allowing for the vibrations to shake it and wake it up. Right? There are deeper, breath work and other things, but we will do what we can in here in this time frame. The rest will be available as access on the link that I give you. It's a course and a program I have, so it's very detailed. But for now, let's go into chanting the Bij mantra for the Agnya Chakra, which is the words Om. The way we chant this is, as we begin the Om chant, we will visualize the formation of vibration in our belly rising up. As we progress through chanting the Om, rising up through our throat and reaching our skull spaces, vibrating within our skull. And if you can visualize that it is hitting the point of the Agnya Chakra right in the middle of our skull. Right. So let's begin with me. It also helps to explore all the octaves you might have. I'm going to play them for you. Higher octave, lower octave. Okay, I hope you are sitting down with your headphones, and let's begin this chant for the next 3 to 5 minutes. I've given you instructions on how to do it, how to make it more effective. So close your eyes. Take a deep breath inward and chant with me the words Om. Om. Long, deep breath inward. Let it begin in the base of your spine, the energy and vibrations flowing through your spine, collecting in the space in your skull, vibrating as it hits the pineal gland, shakes it out of its slumber. With me, take a deep breath, long and deep. Explore all the 3 octaves in your being, 3, 4, 5, starting with the base and going to a very high. Always visualizing rising of the vibrations from the base of your spine, starting to rise up as it collects energy and reaches your pineal gland. Breathe in deep. Explore all octaves that you can come up with your lips closed, so your vibrations are within your being, starting to rise up as it shakes up your Agnya Chakra. Continue for the next 2 minutes. Take a deep breath inward. Here, continue. If done right, you will feel a pressure behind your forehead, in between your eyebrows. If you direct your vibrations right to the point in the center of your skull, you will feel the pressure, you will feel the waking up, you will feel it. Focus, bring in your energy, your focus inward as you breathe in deep and chant with me. One more minute to go. Close your eyes, keep your eyes closed, your headphones on, sitting calmly with your spine straight. Relax shoulders as you create vibrations to awaken the Agnya Chakra. Breathe in deep into the pit of your stomach and chant I can feel and sense the vibrations build here in my skull, and I can direct it through my intention to make it like a laser pointed at the pineal gland, awakening it, allowing for blood and oxygen to be directed to it, shaking it awake as we take a deep breath inward. Just two more times and we can take a pause. Great. Well, I feel so good. Don't you feel really good creating these vibrations and chanting? Just you and your vibrations and working together. Wow. I'd like you to put in a comment of what you feel, how you feel. So I know we are here together working, creating these vibrations to heal not just ourselves, but when we as a community come together with intention in our own spaces, believe me, we are connecting in deeper ways through our vibration and enhancing each one's work through our connectedness. So now that you are here, I would like you to keep writing out there in messages your experience. Okay, let's move on to the next part. Let's move into the next part, which is going to be breath work. I'm going to take you through a couple of breath work that's specifically meant to activate our Agnya Chakra. The most obvious and the most powerful in waking up our Agnya Chakra is Brahmari. Brahmari is the humming breath, right? It is. I'll show you how to do it, and we are going to practice for 5 rounds. Before we start off, just watch me. Brahmari is to collect our vibrations, what we did Om, similar. Now we are going to do it by closing all our openings in our head space so that our vibrations are collected in there and directed to the Agnya Chakra. So we use a thumb to close the flaps of our ears, right? Tightly and comfortably. Then we use these 2 fingers placed lightly on our eyes, not pushing it, not creating pressure, but just that, right? Our mouth is tightly closed, our lips sealed, so our vibrations collect inside our skull spaces. Brahmari is to breathe deep in our belly, slow and deep, and as we exhale, we create vibrations. That is the second syllable of Om, right? So not Om, but like a bee humming, right? Now as we do these vibrations, we focus on visualizing expansion of dark blue light from the center of our skull spaces, and we also bring our awareness within and direct our vibrations to that place, the center of our skull, the pineal gland. Right? So, show it to you once. So I'm going to close the flaps of my ears and place these two fingers gently. Take a deep breath inward, and as I breathe out, I can also use these fingers to close the nose, right? The middle finger, close the nose as I exhale. Okay. Take a deep breath inward, close the nose, and don't close the nose. I'm sorry, I just got mixed up there. So just breathe out by creating these vibrations, the second syllable of Om. Yeah, do it with me for 5 rounds. Close your ears, breathe in deep. Just like the bee humming, continue. Breathe in deep in your belly and exhale by closing your lips and creating the vibrations, the second syllable of Om. Just put your intention inward, direct your vibrations into your skull, feel the vibrations right there, and the throbbing of your forehead means an indication that you are doing it right. If you do not feel it in the first instance, do not worry about it. With practice, you will be able to train your intention and your vibration to sync together and work together. Breathe in with me in your belly and great. 2 more times. Make sure that the vibrations are shaking up and waking up your pineal gland, your Agnya Chakra. Once more, before we move on to the next breath work and meditation, we are already at 6 a.m. So we are quite out of schedule. Let's try and move on to the meditation. Great. I think we are quite behind, and let's move on to the meditation. I'm going to just very lightly touch upon the other 2 breath works that we can do to work with the Agnya Chakra. We'll not do it together now because we're already late in the day. The second breath work you can do is Nadi Shodhana. That is alternative breathing, right? It's meant to balance both hemispheres of a being. Inhale from the left, Exhale from the right. Inhale from the right. Exhale from the left. Right? This is another we can use. Of course, there are a whole host of techniques and a whole host of breath works that we can use to activate our Agnya Chakra. These are just a couple that we are exploring right now. I will also put out a link to an online program that I have that is quite detailed. Takes you 3 months to go through it. To activate the Agnya Chakra. The next one you can do is Kapal Bhati. Kapal Bhati is skull shining breath. This is the meaning of it. It is short, forceful exhalations through the nose. It's rapidly pumping, invigorating the brain and clearing stagnation. Right? I'll just show you once. We don't have time to do it together. We're way behind schedule. So just breathing in from the nose, breathing out from the nose, breathing in deep and slow, breathing out with force. Yeah, this is simple. This is Kapal Bhati. These are just simple 3 breath works. Let's move on to the meditation. So if you are ready, I'll just give you some instructions so you can be prepared. So, welcome to the meditation to activate our Agnya Chakra. To prepare yourself for an effective meditation, I would like you to sit comfortably, find the right space, undisturbed and comfortable. Sit comfortably, spine long, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And breathe out. Bring your awareness to your breath. Feel it gentle and rhythmic. Now that you are with your breath, feel the relaxation as you sink into a deep, relaxed state. As you connect with your breath, every breath inward is helping you relax further. Now that you are relaxed, Let's bring our awareness into ourselves as we now focus on the space between our eyebrows, deep within the location of your Agnya Chakra, your awareness settling in gently. I'd like you to visualize a small indigo deep blue light flickering there in the center of your skull space. You visualize a deep blue light flickering right at the center of your skull spaces, deep between your eyebrows. With each inhale, this light glows brighter, and with each exhale, visualize it spinning gently. Your intention inward in the center of your skull, visualizing deep blue light. With each inhale, the light glows brighter. With each exhale, it spins gently. Now visualize it expanding this source of light into a luminous sphere of light. This sphere that is expanding is your gateway into the realm of truth. Now imagine stepping into it. Walking through a tunnel lit with soft indigo light. A deep blue glowing orb that you are walking through this portal, a gateway. Symbols and colors flicker on the walls as you walk through this tunnel. Just visualize yourself as you arrive in a great temple, a cosmic sanctuary. You can feel the air is still and the silence that hums. You're in this portal, a sanctuary, a temple, as you just visualize being there. If you wish, you may receive a message, a feeling, a word, whatever it is, let it come. I would like you to now silently repeat in your mind, in your being, the following affirmations. I trust my inner vision. I see beyond illusion. Clarity flows through me. I am aligned with the truth. Stay here for a few more breaths. Then slowly begin to return. Deepen your breath, feel your body as you wiggle your fingers, your toes. Just repeat after me. I am awake to my inner visions. My third eye sees clearly and wisely. I trust my intuition. I honor the truth even when it challenges me. I am the seer and the seen. Bring your awareness back into the room. Feel the floor beneath you, your breath. Feel your breath flowing gently. Deepen your breath, feel your body, wriggle your fingers, your toes, and when you are ready, you may open your eyes. I wish we could go quite deep into our work here, but this is a one-way stream. Um, but I'm happy we're all here. In today's topic has been the Agnya Chakra. I hope you have enjoyed yourself, or I hope you have had some insights. Of course, I understand the limitations of the medium and the space that we are in. We will close this with questions, suggestions, recommendations. I'd like you to comment about your meditation experience or your breathwork experience and share it right here. Of course, we are at the end of our session here. Well, this has been a short time to really deep dive into to work on the Agnya Chakra. This is a very small limited forum. I would be putting in a link from a website, a web page that focuses on what I call as the sixth sense. That's an online program, a detailed deep dive into working, understanding, and awakening your third eye. I will be putting it out in the link. Questions you have, any suggestions, please feel free to put it out there. So this is time for me to close, and of course you're welcome to DM me asking me any questions. I'm also available for one-on-one consultation. I will also put that link out for you. Feel free to reach out to me if you have more queries, questions, and want me to work with you individually. I will also put out a link to the course that I have on awakening the Agnya Chakra. Signing out now. Love you and take care. Khuda Hafiz.